And good Monday morning. It looks like the weekend is over for us and back to work we go. And as you would guess, it's going to be a wet one before the day is out. Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and welcome to Scotty Ray's Weather as we plan out our Monday and into the week. One thing is for sure, it's going to be beyond hot. We'll get into the heat advisories that we have. We do expect another one to be issued before the day is out. If you look at all the information that is given to us, warm, warm, warm. I may have, I don't know how many of those you're supposed to drink, but I may have overdone it with Gatorade yesterday. Boy, it was hot. If you're outside for any length of time, it gets rough there. So good morning to you. I hope your morning is feeling well for you. We'll have a special guest coming up this morning at 8 o'clock. As Candace is still out, she'll be back later on this week. But we'll have a school teacher in with us as we share this. Miss Ashley Shear will be joining us this morning. This is her here. She'll be here to kick off at 8 a.m., the morning show. She's a teacher at Northeast. She does a lot with kids and communications, and this should be a great show. We'll tell you more about her as the morning comes about. She's going to have a lot of fun with us today, so expect that. Let's see here. Things that are going on throughout the nation. I'm not sure if you've seen this story, but 10th anniversary, a firefighter from the Dallas, Arlington area goes to Cancun on a wedding anniversary, and he is killed. This happened over... This is him. Him and his wife were at the place inside a bar in Cancun. She goes back to the room. He doesn't show up. She calls the police. He's found miles away in another hotel in a window with his head out the window and more or less suffocated. There's more to it than meets the eye. Murder. It's been investigated. They've got attorneys. He was kidnapped is what most are saying happened. For what reason, we don't know. But condolences to his family as we wake up and find that this morning. And not sure, I think most of us really and truly care about our pets. Our dogs are, and cats, or whatever the animal may be, are very important to you. This was released earlier this week. It was a husky that was thrown out on the side of the road. Car pulls over and a husky's thrown out. It just so happened that somebody happened to be there and their dash cam on their car caught it. And you go to the headlines here. This comes from Daily Mail. This gentleman here, 68-year-old man from El Paso, has been arrested. He had this gentleman here throw the dog out off the leash, and then the dog chased the car for a quarter of a mile or so, and I think the dog was picked up, and he's been arrested for abandoning the pup. So sad news there, but they have caught him now. I don't know what they do to you in Texas on those charges, but those are a few of the headlines this morning. And, of course, we'll go over all the stuff that happened this weekend, more in depth coming up at 8 a.m., so join us as we'll kick into the morning show this morning. You can watch it right here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or live on television on MeTV 24. I hope you'll join us. Let's go to radar and look at what we've got this morning as we start touching on the weather and just how hot it's going to be. Here's radar this morning, and all of this orange area here is the heat advisory, just like it was yesterday morning that was issued. This is until 7 p.m. Do expect all of this area most likely to go under, this east side of Mississippi to go under. They're expecting this to be up to 110 today with the heat index. We're expecting the Meridian area all the way through Columbus, Louisville, these areas here to hit 105, 106, anywhere from 101 to 105, basically. And I would expect that to be issued a little bit later on today. So expect that. That's probably going to come here in just a little bit as we go into that. Radar, the closest rain that we're showing this morning is down in Louisiana, east of Alexandria. As you go up about halfway through there, there's a little shower there at Monroe. Then you cross into Arkansas, we've got a little shower there at El Dorado. Nothing major in these portions there. As we go out to Oklahoma City, we got some light showers around in those areas. A few off the coast there of Miami. And as we look up here, we'll have a shower here. Let's look at severe weather for today, where it's expected. And basically throughout the South, we've got just a light chance There is a chance there of a level 1 in Virginia, but as you go up to Minnesota and Wisconsin today is going to be where the level 2 is expected, where it could be a little bit worse in those areas as we go to Tuesday to make sure that we're not going to get anything that's bad in the deep south. We still show that Wisconsin area is there and light here in the south. So nothing major over the next 24 to 48 hours, just some chances of rain showers as we watch those. And let's get deeper now into the forecast.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As we turn to this, we show our record highs and our record lows of today. 1987, it was 99 degrees on this date. And we look for that cooler day. It was 1911. Been a while ago. It was 59 degrees on this date for those records setting for today. As we look at our chances today, as you'll see, these areas here, there's light chances of rain all the way from Vicksburg all the way across, but the Meridian area and just into the Enterprise area and north through Kemper up to about Sugarlock and taking in areas around Louisville and Philadelphia there. And, of course, the Neshoba County Fair will get wet today. Expect that. That's just a given when that happens. So wet stuff will happen there. And also around Newton, some heavier activity there. As we look at the edge of Alabama, we're expecting highs to reach about 94 degrees through Livingston, Alabama. In the northern part of the state, Hamilton will hit about 90 as we go down to Troy, Alabama, 94. As we look at this heat wave of what we've got, here's today's conditions, and this is what we were looking at on the map just a moment ago. Officially on this side where this 2 is over around Jackson, back into Louisiana, and Natchez and Brookhaven is already listed as an advisory today. This yellow area, which is a level 1, will most likely be issued a little bit later today. As you'll notice that temperatures will be in the mid-90s, but the heat index will be near 105 in this yellow area. And that goes from Hattiesburg all the way to Columbus to the state line here as we go back west, 106 to 110 in these areas around Vicksburg and Jackson and Greenwood in the Mississippi Delta. So it's going to be warm, warm, warm. All this falls between 10 and 7. Again, if you have to do things outside that and you're not accustomed to working in it, do it early or do it late, there before dark 30, and it's a little bit easier on you. Mowing grass is weed eating and those things. Don't overdo it, that's for sure, because it can be painful for you. Now, what happens for the rest of the week? We look at this, and it just gets hotter. All the way from tomorrow through Sunday, we'll see that most of the area here will jump up to that level 2. Only the Meridian area taken in Neshoba County and portions here across will get the level 1 there. Clark County, we'll watch that closely up to 105 degrees there. So we'll pay close attention as to what happens over the next little bit there as we follow this and make sure that you're hydrated. We don't want you to overdo it there. So be careful there over Leake County as well. Most of it right in here will be this level 1, just that northern portion. But Winston County, Noxubee County, up Macon, these areas, it's going to be hot, 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 and beyond hot. As we move forward, this is still out there as we turn to the National Hurricane Center. Really nothing. This is going to phase out as it came across and built in the water and then is right there at the edge of Florida on the eastern side. It's not going to be much to this. It will fizzle out over the next 48 hours. As we look at our temperatures over the next 10 days, it's reached here. It's hot in the deep south there as we're 60% above average here in the deep south across Mississippi and lower Alabama and Louisiana and portions of Arkansas and Texas. It's hot. Hot, hot, hot. No other way to around that. As we look at the 7-day forecast now, let's get into what our forecast will call for today. A 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms. And again, this will happen late this afternoon after 5 o'clock. So you've got a chance there between dark 30 to get your stuff taken care of, but around 5 o'clock, expect some showers. 60% chance of that. As we look at that heat index, expected to be at least 101 this afternoon. We'll hit 94 on the thermometer, but it'll feel like 101 right here. As we go into tonight, a 60% chance of showers, most likely before 11 o'clock. Small chances in the middle of the night, but should not be much to it. Low around 75 for tonight. As we roll into tomorrow, the rain chances will be between 60 to 70%. My radar system shows 60%. The National Weather Service is calling for a 70% chance. Heat index tomorrow, it's going to be hotter, 103. They're calling for 101 today. Tomorrow, 103. The actual temperature being 93, so warm on Tuesday. As we move through Wednesday, we're down to a 50% chance of showers there. And we look at this and follow this throughout the week as Thursday rolls about. It will cut back to a 40%, and by Friday, we have a 30% chance. So maybe, oh maybe, we might not get wet, but there will be a shower somewhere. It just won't be as widespread as it has been. But as we continue this rain in the forecast every day, it just will not go away. All the way through Sunday, we still have that 50% chance of showers there, looking at that. Whew. So we'll watch that. As we look at our temperatures for the next week past that, we follow this up all the way through August the 9th. We've got those high temperatures right around 91, 90 in that area there as we get into August the 9th. Could dip to 89. We'll watch that. As you know, 2 weeks out, temperatures normally change as it gets that close to being out there. So we're sitting now at 76 this morning. As you begin your Monday morning, back to work you go. Again, the rain will not affect you until late this afternoon, most likely after 5 o'clock. Can a sprinkle come up? Absolutely. But most likely it's not going to happen until late in the afternoon. So if you've got things to do during the day that don't need to get wet, that's kind of how to plan your timeline. We'll watch that. Should something change on that, we'll post it so that you'll know that you've got a few minutes to get things taken care of. A good morning to Denise Wheat. How are you doing? Along with Donna Roseman. Bree Packer joins us. Miss Sylvia Stewart. Andrew Dabbs is up. Dwayne Phelps. Another day of the humidity makes it bad. I agree with you, Dwayne. Joyce Stamper is up this morning. Also, Lamar Embry and Charlene Gaddy stirring today as we begin this Monday morning as the heat wave joins us. And remember, if you've got an issue going on, you might need to talk to our friends at Sanders Gas who can help you out if you've got a problem with your air conditioner. Should it not be working properly, they can come out. If it goes dead, they can have emergency service and come make sure it's back on within 1 day there as the day it goes out. Nothing worse than being in this hot summertime heat and it not working properly. If yours has got an issue, call them. Let them do a tune-up on it. Let them come out and check everything. They'll do that for $69.99. That's all there at Sanders Gas, 22nd Avenue here in Meridian. Trying to keep you cool during these summer months. Talk to them, and they'll tell you more about it and make sure that your air conditioner is working the way it should be. Don't forget, we'll be back in just a little over an hour, about an hour and 17 minutes. We'll be back with a live morning show to carry you through this day. Starting it out. Again, 76 right now. Thank y'all for dropping by Miss Flora Overstreet. We appreciate that. And we'll be back at 8 o'clock for the very latest. And all the headlines and news is shaping the area across the Deep South. We'll see you soon here at Scotty Ray's Weather.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by